Hello, my friends. Welcome back. You're getting an extra video, an extra tattooed Piper video. A little extra time with me today. How's everybody doing? I'm smoking a little bit of Prince Albert today. It's definitely my go-to blend. You have different blends for different things, right? You got go-to blends, you got your favorite blends, you've got your Zen blends, which I'm going to talk about here in just a few minutes. You've got your nightcap blends, your whatever it is. Your go-to blend and your favorite blend may not be your same blend. My go-to blend is either Prince Albert or Carter Hall. They're kind of interchangeable for me, even though they're a little different. They're still brothers in that respect, and so they're the two that I mainly gravitate toward. But my favorite blend is University Flake as of now. It was Escudo until I found University Flake, and then that has become my favorite blend. But the question that I have for you guys is, what is your Zen blend? And your Zen blend is the blend that you use to achieve that ultimate relaxed state. No TV, no books. You're just sitting there, you're smoking your pipe, and you're just enjoying the flavors, enjoying the aromas. It may not be one blend, maybe it's a category of blends. I have one blend, and then I also have a category that this really works with. And so I'll start, and then I'm going to ask something that I've never asked of anybody before on the YTPC, and this is going to be very interesting. My Zen blend has nothing to do with picking out individual flavors. My Zen blend has nothing to do with tasting the smoke on your tongue, picking it apart, and analyzing it. Because my Zen blend really only has 2 or 3 notes in it, and it's Cobblestone Camping. And I wish I had more of it. Cobblestone Camping is a blend that reminds me of being outdoors and being around a campfire. It's got a little bit of a campfire aroma to it and a little bit of a black licorice kind of flavor to it as well. And those are really the only 2 notes you get from it. You get a little sweetness from the Virginias, but all it is Virginia and Virginia Black Cavendish. That's it. That's the only 2 components. I think it might have an anise topping on it, or anise, or however you say that, star anise, because it does have a little bit of a licorice flavor to it, but it's also very smoky, like campfire smoky. Now, it's not Latakia campfire smoky. It actually does taste like a campfire. Not like a barbecue charcoal campfire, but like when you're lighting cedar or alder or something like that, and you're sitting around it in a campsite. That's what it tastes like. And I love that. And it's my Zen blend because that is my favorite place to be. Whenever I can't get to the woods, whenever I can't get around a campfire, whenever I can't go camping, and it's been a long time since I've done it, I reach for Cobblestone Camping. And it takes me back to those moments. It takes me back to that moment, when I'm by myself at a campsite, reading a book, smoking a pipe. The sun is going down. You've got your beer soaking in the river to keep it cool. You can go down to the river, pull a beer out, just those times. It also takes me back to when I was a kid, hanging out with my dad and my grandpa, hanging out camping or hunting or fishing, and we're just around the campfire, and it's the end of the evening. We've caught or killed our dinner. We're eating it. It's been cooked over the campfire, and now we're just sitting there staring at the campfire, and we're just talking to each other, listening to their sea stories. They were both sailors, so listening to their the stories that they told, or telling them stories myself as I got a little older of my motorcycle adventures which most of you know where I came from in that respect. But that's what it reminds me of. And that's how I zen out. I get to relax, I get to chill and just think back and ponder on other things other than the tobacco because I already know what it tastes like. It's something that takes me away from everything and just takes me back to that place in time when I was ultimately relaxed. So, anyway, I was just curious about you guys. Like, what is your Zen blend? Or do you have a Zen blend? You may have a type. It may be any English, it may be any Virginia Perique. You know, everybody has a Zen tobacco or a Zen type of tobacco. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you would. The other thing is I'm going to ask Ben Smokes Pipes to do a VR and give me, in his own delightful, charming, goofy little way, as you know his videos are, which his humor is one of the best senses of humor on the YTPC. So if you get a chance, go check out Ben Smokes Pipes because his humor is fantastic. I'm going to ask him to do a VR and tell me what his Zen blend is. And then if anybody else wants to do a VR, by all means do it. But here's the thing, if you do a VR, then you have to ask somebody else in the YTPC to do a VR in response to yours and that they do the same thing. I want to see how far this will go. And there's no prizes involved. There's no putting your name in a hat or anything like that. It's just for fun, just for funsies, just to see how far we can get this to go and to get people to think about relaxing and zoning out and taking their mind off of everything that's going on. There's a lot of things going on the political spectrum right now. The government is shut down, and there's a lot of people who work for the government who are really upset and really tired of all this stuff. And, you know, with what happened with Charlie Kirk, whatever side you're on that, just take a moment to zen out. Get away from the hustle and bustle. Get away from the political stuff, away from just the negativities of your life, and think about your Zen blend. I am going to finish off this bowl of Prince Albert, and I'm going to go hang out with my grandpa and probably watch a ball game. Cheers, my friends. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video, where hopefully we will be outside.